Yeah, I really don't know what to say right now. About a 2 hour drive from McHenry, which is a pretty long day trip for me, where I'm not staying overnight somewhere with family. We are here in Blue Mounds, Wisconsin for our first ever visit at Cave of the Mounds. It's been about, I don't even know how many years. I was a teenager, I believe, the last time I was in a cave, a cavern, anything like that. It was a family trip to Ohio and went to a cavern somewhere in the southeastern portion of Ohio. Remember very little about it other than that. I've had this place on my radar for about 2 years, and we're finally doing it. I am super excited. We're right on the edge of the driftless area of Wisconsin. You can definitely see the hills starting to form. We're not that far from the house on the rock, but no, today we're not going to the house on the rock, as tempting as it is. Today's trip is purely this place. Not only do they have a guided tour of the cavern here, but there's also a mass amount of trails and nature related stuff to see above ground, here in the outside. Oh yeah. Today's trip is just this place, and it will be a multi-part video. There's a lot to see. But enough talking, we need to get inside. There's a visitor center, gift shop, that whole thing, and we need to buy our ticket for the tour. Since it is a guided tour, I don't know how much I can talk during the tour. We'll see how that plays out, but stay tuned. This should be pretty awesome. Much to explore on the outside, that is for sure. That will come later, though. Looks like there's some construction going on at the visitor center. That is interesting. I guess we can't go inside there. We need to find the tickets, which I guess is right over here. They have a little mining thing here. Kind of makes me think of the Dells for some reason. There used to be some sort of place in the Dells where you used to be able to like mine for gold. Don't think it was real gold, but that's going way back in the, well, my early days of Wisconsin Dells. Maybe it was something that you could do at Riverview Park or Fort Dells. Kind of neat though. I don't know where the gold is. Oh my goodness, welcome to the gift shop. Yeah, we're definitely getting a magnet. Well, who knows what else. Oh yeah. A shirt may also be possible.
And we also have a big tall stalagmite on the left side of the fountain. I'm getting really nervous. You can remember those. Were they just pouring this time? Yeah. If you want, you can drop it on it. So stalactites and stalagmites get really big depending on water flow. So in places where the water flows really fast, you get these huge stalagmites. And in places where the water flows really slowly, you get big stalactites. Those are just called...
Yeah, like snakes coming back.
more cave back here. So they dug up in that left corner. Left where you're facing. So there is in fact about 300 more feet of cave. However, the ground above it had become a sinkhole over time, and so it's not safe to dig out and have people walk through. Party hat shape. That is a cephalopod. You have the drawing's over there. There's a drawing of what it would look like. It's just a squid with a V-shaped shell on its head for protection. They are probably the oldest formation in the Midwest. So now we're going to go into our Blue Mounds.
A little tight through here. Jeez.
Little bonus thing, the river right down there, the little waterfall. I wish I could think about like throw on the And so there's a theory for a long time that that there was ancient. A whole incline and also the ceiling of this little corner. All the way through, and then even continues past the big hole. It would continue through it, but obviously it would blow it up. There's no sort of umbrella, so we're going to step aside the big hole, and it would run through it, but we blew it up. This is what's called a fissure. All caves have one. It's just a line that comes through the cave and lets water seep in and erodes out a cave. But right here, this fissure ends and meets up with a completely different fissure that continues on. So once upon a time, there would have been another wall somewhere in this room, and over time it broke away and gave us one cave. Stalactites. So the way stalactites and stalagmites form, little tiny drop of water comes along and it has some minerals in it, or some rock. It leaves those in a spot before rolling away. And the minerals dry there and stick there. And then another water drop comes, it's the exact same thing, in the same spot. And over millions of water drops and thousands of years, you get a formation. It would be a really fun slide. Whenever I'm with kids, I have them all raise their hand. Yeah. It apparently feels like sandpaper because the water actually has little crystals in it. And it would not be fun. If it was dry, maybe.
It's not as smooth as it looks.
Not as smooth as it looks. The crawl over originally. The walkways in here used to be made out of wood. When we first opened. that rotted instantly. So they replaced it as soon as possible with concrete, and they actually use buckets to get it off. Let's find out a little bit more. Small group of
So you guys see up there where there's like new growth on the end of some of those? The growth rate in our cave is 1 cubic centimeter every 250 days. Yeah, so that we have anything else.
Fun fact about our cave, both fishers almost double fisher blows. Yep, and that's not common. Or that's not like, oh, fishers blow in the dark. It's our cave. White calcite. Near the top we see black manganese. And the red, brown, yellow is all iron oxide, which is the same chemical as rust. Carry it in the water and keep it very clean and clear. And there is a photo on that display of what they look like. It's called that for a couple of reasons. Number one, big dome, right in the ceiling, right with stalactites. When people first were exploring the cave, they thought it looked like a pipe organ. And number three, we do weddings right. No, these are stalactites because stalactites actually grow hollow. All these little baby ones on the ceiling, these are called soda straws. They're about 200 years old. And they're called that because if you broke one off, you could drink soda through it, like a straw. And all of these little, you'll see a lot of the ends are broken off. And you can see they're hollow. Now we're going to go through our narrow.
Great challenge.
Wow. Okay, that's a little tight. Jeez. Ooh, made it.
You can see it would be easy to crawl through. People have done it. It is not possible to walk.
Service with the kiddos? All right, thank you. I'll let you know what about.
Okay. We also have what happens when a stalactite and stalagmite meet. Change it like a little bit, just a little. This point.
Oh, okay.
And then
All right, let's continue this way, guys.
Yep.
we also have what happens to ribbon stalactites when they get really large. Up in the ceiling, that's called drapery. Because it looks like curtains. 1848. So it's our second one. And we're gonna hang out for literally like 1 minute. And then we're gonna move. Yep. Over here we have first, all the way up then on the left. This is our Dream River. It's very so it continues for 250 feet in roughly straight and ending our cave. And we also have, this is our diamond stalactite. It is the next column we're going to have.
Yep.
Yep.
If nothing goes wrong. It could break.
Take a long time.
Yeah. And then, right now, we discovered surprise. naturally. And number two, so they're calcite and manganese together, and when they do that, they glow under UV light. The electrons get really excited. We also have phosphorescence, where it keeps its glow for a couple seconds. We turn off. So everyone pay attention. In 3, 2, 1. Just for like a little bit. One more time, just to make sure everyone's saw. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so remember what we did before with Polly? I want to make sure all of our phones are off.
You would go permanently blind. What else? Because there's nothing over there. Yeah, so they needed a way to get rid of all of the extra pounds of rock. It's not gonna happen. Never seen, but I trust the people who work here a lot. So, yeah, when we're all done for the day, we turn all the lights off and it's total darkness again. Okay.
Well, that was pretty awesome. I didn't expect to get as wet as I did. You definitely get rained on from the top of the cave there. That's pretty interesting. Really awesome formations, though. They even did this whole total in the dark thing, which I couldn't film because I didn't want any cameras or phones on, and basically you're in total darkness. That was pretty wild. Alright, I'm going to take a run through the gift shop again, pick up a magnet, and I don't know what else, and probably going to ditch this jacket and see what sort of nature trails they got above ground here. It just got awfully windy though, so maybe I will keep the jacket on. None of these shirts really strike me. I've been pretty particular on shirts lately too, because I have so many touristy shirts. So, I don't know. You know, like 20 bucks for the short sleeve. Yeah, not worth 20 bucks. Kind of sort of like that one. This one's pretty close to something I would buy, but that's small. I don't even know if they have my size. Actually, they do have my size, and I do love the gray shirts. You probably know that. Alright, it's pretty tempting, actually. I like it better than that one. Obviously know which mandate I'm going to get. This one's pretty cool too in the steel Wisconsin, but a little on the small side. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Alright, that is going to do it for part 1. I'm going to head over to the map over there and see if I can figure out the nature trails above ground. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching.